Alright guys, this is Nate's review over the Jinbao Oversized Bruticus figures. We're going to start out today with, this is Blastoff. So, like I said, these are an oversized version of the Feral Rex counterparts that they had from the original Warbotron. These are just upscaled a little bit to make it a bigger class size. And you'll be able to see once they're all combined back up that they are definitely huge. So let's start off with him. So as you can see, he is definitely a big boy. Back up. So he's about a Voyager class. So think of it in that scale. You have both the Voyager and Voyager for each limb, and Bruticus is pretty much a leader his size, so you put all those together you get almost a Titan size. These are pretty easy. It just takes a little bit of time and finesse. So first off, we're going to go into alt mode. First thing you want to do, alright, rotate the arm, push it the hand. Alright, do the same thing on the other side. This is our favorite thing in the world to do, as Bobby Skullfist would say. It's our hands and our feet. So down here on the feet side, you want to take and rotate this front part. Okay, pull it forward. It's on a peg, so you just rock it up so it gets to the top. Same thing on the other foot. Bring it on up. Alright, there you go. So, what I recommend next, come up to the top. These are on a ball joint, but what you need to do is rotate these. So, and they can be finicky. So you want to rotate it until you have it all the way to the top, and you have one that's standing up just like this. Okay. Same thing on the other side. And the way we're going to do this is, see, and it's just on a ball peg, so it pops right back on. You just bring them together. Alright. Next thing I'm going to do is bring down the cockpit. Bring it down and bring the nose down. That will form the front part. Okay. Next, you want to open these flaps up here. You're going to see that there's a little tab here, or actual flap. Pull that flap out, exposing the tab right here. Okay, same thing on the other side. Bring it out, bring the flap down. There you go. Okay, this is pretty easy. So what you want to do is you're going to slide this arm on this joint here. Bring it up, bring this down. As you can see, it's going to kind of fold. So what you have to do at this point is pull this little flap up. What that does is exposes the tab here. So at this point, rotate it all the way around until you see there's a little hole there. And that's where this peg is going to go into. Okay. Bring it on over. And you just gotta line it up, because it's not an easy one. And additionally, this little tab here go into a little slot here. So bring it on up. And you'll feel it. Just like that. You'll know when it's good. Okay. Bring your flap back down. And that'll close up, seal up here. Okay. Same thing on the other side. Pull up, pull your flap up, rotate your arm so it's perpendicular, bring it in, and this is where, like I said, you got to get that to line up. If it doesn't line up properly, then it's not going to sit well. Okay, and make sure this is extended all the way down. That allows you to push it all the way in the right way. And you'll hear it when it tabs in. Like I said, these are completely different from the Warbotron ones, because these actually have ratchets and these have things. Okay. Bring it in. There you go. There's the front part. Alright, the back part. So this is actually pretty easy. What you're going to do is you're going to take and slide this leg forward. It just rocks in, just like that. Same way with this one. Rock it in. And you'll hear it kind of pop in place. There you go. Okay, on the inside here, you see there's a couple of tabs. Let me pull it out just so you can see it. Tab here, hole here. Tab here, hole here, peg there. Those will go into the adjoining sides. Okay. You just got to line it up. That's the hard part. Once you line it up, make sure they're straight. Then you can actually rock the whole thing down. Make sure your feet are straight. Okay. Make sure you haven't untabbed anything. Okay. And there we're starting to look like an actual space plane. Alright, so what you have is you have these wings here. Flip this up. Flip this panel over. And flip the whole wing down. And that sits just like that. It really has no tabbing thing. I would have liked to see like some kind of tab, just like right there, but it really doesn't move long. Alright, repeat on the same side. Flap up, flap out, pull down. Okay. So, there is most of the spaceship. Now, he does come with these additional parts. Okay. So what you do is you see these here. There's a hole, tab. These will go together, just like so. Then within the wings here, you have pegs and holes and adjoining those. So all this does is just comes together, seals up like that. Okay. Underneath the bottom here, you're going to see 4 pegs. 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. Those are just a join. Okay. Okay, and there you have Blastoff in his vehicle mode. He does have a couple of other accessories. These 2 missile guns. So, these blasters are about the same color as this one, so it's not too bad. And so you have options. You can have an option here, 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 and here. I prefer this one. Okay. Now the one thing that's not on these, which would have been nice, especially for the aircraft ones, would have been some landing gear. We don't have that. So if you put the weapons on, he sits just like that. So there he is in spaceship mode. And to go back, like I said, it's pretty easy. Just take that back off. Take off the blasters. Okay. Pull your flap down. Pull your panel in. And your last panel out. Same thing on the same. Down. In. Up. Okay. And these are tight. So pull at the legs. You want to hear it. You want to get all the way until you hear it. Just like that. Then separate your legs. Make sure you're pulled all the way down. Just like that. Okay. Alright. Take your thrusters in the back. Pull your feet down. Rotate your toe. Okay. Same thing. Blaster back. Foot down. Rotate your toe. Okay. Now we're starting to look like an actual Transformer. Alright. Same thing again over here. Okay. You want to take and grab it by this right here, this little flap right here. Pull that up. Okay. Fold it in. There you go. Same thing on this side. Pull it up. Fold it in. Okay. Untab it from these sides here. Which then it will rotate the arms. If you pull all the way around like that, rotate the arms. Okay. And rotate them forward. Close the panel up. Same thing on the right. Left. Close the panel up. Pull out the hands. Alright. You're almost done. Now, on the back side here, rotate these in like so. Now we'll kind of seal it. What you want to do, you don't want to pull from the top up here. You want to pull from down here. And the reason is you could break this tab up here. So when you unloosen it here, then pull it back, and then push this down, and then that should be flat, like that. Take your shoulder pads. All right, and then rotate them around. Like I said, these are a pain, but you just got to be patient and work with them. Okay. And there you have that one. Now, additionally, alright, so you have his two parts here, which turn into guns. Split those apart. On the side here, you have a little slider. Push this forward, which that exposes the rockets on the inside here, right there. And then this can just peg in onto the side of his arm, like so. And then what I recommend is point that wing backwards, and it kind of cleans up a little bit. And you just have to angle these thrusters sometimes as heel spurs. That way you can actually stand better. And they're a little tight, so just gotta work with a little bit. Again, slide the tab, expose the missiles. There you go. Alright. Getting our articulation. Let's zoom in on that head. Alright, let me raise this up some. So you got his noggin here. There's a little bit of light piping you can see in the back. It rotates all the way around. So what it is, it's on a peg and ball joint, so it goes down that far, up that far. That's about it. Not a lot of range of motion. Okay, move these shoulder pads up. What we have is a friction joint. Up and down, and same thing. And it's just friction on this one, but these are tight friction joints, so it feels better. Okay, hand. It does have a swivel. Okay, it can open. There you go, and that's it. And it is on a single pin for the whole way through. Take his gun, plug it in. And he holds it just fine. So yeah. Alright, moving on down. So as you see here, this is the joint. If you look in here, this is a connector joint. And these are a pain to get out on some of the other figures. This one's not so bad. It is, like I said, it rotates down just like that. It goes up, and you can hear it's on a ratchet. And I actually misspoke. There is 2 landing gears right here. Right there. Okay, waist. Back it out a little bit. Does have a waist swivel. Up and down. No ab crunch. So for legs, okay. Well, he's got a whole flap up here, so just fold that up. You hear that ratchet all the way forward, all the way back. That's how you do it. And then a little soft ratchet on the way out. So he gets full 90. I mean, he can do the full splits. Alright. Knee. Ratchet it all the way 90 degrees. Okay, down to his feet. It's kind of a weird combination. You have his foot here, which is on a ball peg down here. Then you have a toe, which makes it act like a rocker. So you can see it rocks. And then a heel spur using the shuttle part. And that is pretty much Blastoff, guys. So let me lower this down. So, alright, what everyone wants to see really is what he looks like as a combination joint. So, to get started, take off his guns, take off the missiles, go on and slide these up, but you don't forget about them later. Separate to the side. Alright. Our favorite things. Take your hands in. And you have to bear with me, I've only done this once. So, we'll see how we go. Alright. What you want to do. Hold your legs out high. And what you want to bring in is your hand. So, the way these hands work. So what you have individual fingers with one, and it's a pin, and a pin. They're individually articulated all the way around. And you have a thumb, which is on a ball joint, and then it's got an additional hinge here. And the one thing that it does looks like. Here, let's try it. Tight, but he does have a swivel in there. So unlike the Predaking one that originally came out, did not have that. This one does. Alright, so what you do, go and get your feet ready like you're going to go into jet mode or a shuttle mode. Bring them all the way up. Here. Same way on this side. Like I said, these are tight ball joints on here. But, you know, for this being an oversized KO, I'm not really worried about it breaking. Take your hand. Okay. See, there's a little screw here, a little joint here, a little open slot. Take your hand, put it in there, just like that. Okay. Bring your other leg down, and then you're just going to sandwich it in there together, just like that. And if those fall off, that's fine. But then there you go. And that's the hand. It's in there. Now we ain't done though. We gotta clean it up. Get it all ready. Nice and pretty. And actually, I mean, for as tight as this figure is, I appreciate that they're tight. Okay? Alright. Remember our flap earlier? Pull that on up. Pull your connector port out. Alright. Now, it'll actually fold in on itself, this flap here, then the whole flap will come down. Okay. Alright. For everything in the world, right? Let's rotate these again. Alright, bring them down. Same thing, rotate them around. Just gotta get the angle. Not a lot of clearance. Once you get in there, you're good. There you go. Bring up your cockpit. Bring it all the way up. Alright. We're getting there, people. First, next thing you want to do, rotate at the waist here. You want to go 45. Or 90. Okay. Take your panels here. Pull these back up again. Okay, pull your arms in. Alright. And the way they have it looking, it goes, you fold this down, you bring this around. Okay. It's like this. And I think that looks ugly. So what I do is I do mine like that. Okay? And what you can actually do is have the panel down and do it that way. To me, that looks cleaner. Same thing on the other side. Bring it down, bring it up, rotate it, and bring your arm. Okay? And to me, that looks cleaner. The way it's done. Okay. Now, what you can do still, your missile launchers, your tail fins, yes, they can still be attached. So, pull your peg up, or pull your wing up, put together. You just gotta get all about alignment, people. Alignment. Put them together. Okay. Bring that down just a little bit, just so you can get those down enough so you can plug this in. Then you can push them back up. Okay. Like I said, you just got to work with these things. It's all about finesse and taking your time. All right. Last thing is your guns. So take her the blasters, plug them in right here. And so the way it works, you want to see this part down, this hand down, like this. Okay. Because what you're going to be using is you're going to be using his actual abdomen. And right here is crotch area. And this is tight. That is his elbow. This is his waist. So yeah, that is the arm, the right arm for Bruticus. Alright, well, this has been your Redneck from Georgia Nate, part 1 of the Bruticus Oversized Jinbao build. Alright, next up is going to be Vortex. Alright, give me 2 shakes and we'll be back.